FC 25 is right around the corner now. It's about a week away when I'm recording this video, and I have written down all of the tips and tricks that you guys will hopefully need to get the perfect start for your FC 25 Ultimate team. If you're looking forward towards FC 25, then please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back with the daily uploads as soon as FC 25 is here, and I'm super looking forward to it. I'm very much over the period of FC 24, so sooner we can move on, the better. So I've got my trusty little notebook, which I've written down a load of notes, which I'm going to talk to you all about in this video. So hopefully this video will help you guys with the start of the game, but let's get into it. So to start off, you need to know the key dates for FC 25. I'm sure a lot of you already know this, but if you don't, then of course I will go over it quickly right now. So the web app should be coming out on the 18th of September. 18th or the 17th, I believe, is the rumored date, but I think it's going to be on the 18th, which is a Wednesday. Then of course on the Friday we have the Ultimate Edition release, or the EA Play, depending on what you do. For me, I go EA Play, and that way you're able to get your hands on the game, and that way you can start playing the game as well. And then for those who didn't shell out for the Ultimate Edition or don't have EA Play, you will be able to play the game on the 27th, which is the following Friday, a week later of course. And that way everyone will have the game then who is going to buy it on day one. So those are the key dates: the 18th for the web app, the 20th for the Ultimate Edition / EA Play, and then the 27th for the game itself. So I don't want this video to be too long. I'm just going to run through the tips and tricks and stuff, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. But let's get on to it. So the first thing you can do right now to help your experience on FC 25 is to actually play FC 24, which a lot of us do not want to do. I personally am not doing this, but if you want to get ahead, then this is something you can do. Now, a lot of these are older, of course, but there are many objectives and stuff that you can do which will grant you packs in the next year's game. So for example, this one here for the club, if you play, I think it's 3 games with a certain amount of players from a league, you have to do that for, I think, 5 different leagues or something like that. You get an 80 times 10. And then there's also the newer one, which gives you an 82 times 10, as you can see on the screen right here. Now, an 82 times 10 is actually a very decent pack, so that's not one to scoff at. But for me personally, I can't be asked to go through and grind out FC 24 anymore. So yeah, I think it's going to cost you about 9 games, I think you have overall, if you combine them, and you'll be granted these packs, I believe, a week after release. I'm not sure on the exact date. I'll have a quick search up after this video, and I'll put it on the screen maybe. But I think it's about October 4th or something like that. Anyway, it's in October that you get the packs, which is, it's not too long of a wait, so they'll still be relevant. And then the other one, which is an Evo, which is actually one that I've done. I don't think I have it here because I've already done it. Yeah, but there is an Evo, which is like an FC 25 transformation one. I put Andres Pereira into it. It takes the normal gold card to a 99 rated, but anyway, that's not the point. You get a pack for that as well. That's the only one that I've done because it was part of my Manchester United past and present team. And then the only other thing you can do, which is on FC 24, which will carry over to FC 25 or will help it, is the worst thing you can possibly do, and that's play division rivals.
Move this man!
If you play division rivals and get to a higher division, I think if you get to Division 1 or Elite Division, then you start in a higher division in FC 25. So for example, I'm in Elite Division, so I will therefore start in Division 7 in FC 25. So yeah, if you want to skip out a few games, so from example, you skip Division 10, 9 and 8, straight into Division 7, a bit quicker, easier chance of getting better rewards for the first session of Division Rivals rewards, so therefore makes it a little bit less time consuming than having to play all of them. But at the same time, you'll be playing all of the sweats from the Elite Division straight away in Division 7. So, you know, swings and roundabouts really. You could get used to the game in Division 10 and just get through that easily. But yeah, I'm in the Elite Division, so I'll be in Division 7. So now let's move on from FC 24. Let's move on now. You're on the web app. It's September 18th. You've just got onto the web app if you can, because usually the servers go down. The game will usually launch about 6 o'clock, but they do tend to do like a kind of a soft launch, I believe they call it, or whatever, which does usually go a little bit before that, but it is quite hard to get on. Even at 6 o'clock, that's when everyone's trying to jump on, and the servers usually crash. So don't expect to get on at 6 o'clock straight away, but if you do manage to get on, happy days. So the first thing that's going to happen is going to prompt you to choose a nation that's going to be your starter pack. I usually go Brazil, but you can choose either Brazil, France. These are like the good ones for that help with the SBCs. So this is FIFA 23. I don't actually have the footage from FC 24. I don't think I did a stream or a video on the web app, unfortunately. So this is me in FIFA 23, but it's still the same concept every single year. As you can see, old me above, but looking for 500 subscribers. a little bit chubbier as well, but we'll move. Oh, and a different background. I think I've upgraded a little bit. What do you guys think? A little bit better now, but anyway, let's move on. So once you've chosen your nation, I said I usually go Brazil. I've gone for France in this one, so there you go. But it's going to prompt you to choose a lone player. You can actually back out of this. Some people think, you know, you choose the first position and that's it, you're locked in. It's not the case. If you choose the first position, you don't like the players, you can back out and go back in. So basically just find the most overpowered player and swap them out. Then you're going to need to choose your kit. Now, this is important. You want to choose the kits which are usually gold rares. So for example, in this case, you've got Real Madrid, you've got Argentina, and there's probably not another gold rare in there. The gold rares, of course, discard for the most. So yeah, you want to choose the ones, not that are the best looking, the ones that are the most expensive, that are going to discard for the most. So I've gone with the Argentina kit there. And in this example here, the Netherlands kit, Milan kit, Mexico, they're all gold rare. So they'll all discard for, I think it's about 500 coins now. So yeah, you want to choose those kits. And then again, it's the same with a badge. For example, I got the Brazil badge there. You want to get all of that stuff and then you want to discard that basically straight away. So this was a feature on FIFA 23, of course, because it was FIFA and the corresponding years before that was all FIFA. There were loyalty packs. However, when you move on to FC 24, there was none. So hopefully in FC 25, now that there's been a year, you know, of course, if you played FC 24, going into FC 25, hopefully they give you a loyalty reward of some sort. Whether they will, I don't know. This is something we'll have to find out, because last year the web app, you know, on FC 24 was a struggle. There were no packs, and when you went to do all the SBC packs, etc., they were all untradeable. So there was a limited way to make coins. So I'm just going through here, opening the packs that I did get. Of course, if you do get the packs, this is going to be the example, a good example. You get all of this stuff and basically just discard it. Unless there's anything that you think is going to really sell. For example, these are all just like the items, the kits and stuff like that. Get rid of them. Just get rid of them. If it's players, if you get anyone like a Brazilian centre back or someone that might be good for one of these starter SBCs that might sell for more coins than they discard for, then list them up. If they don't sell after a couple tries, then you can just discard them. But if it's anything that's out of league, that's a random nation or whatever, just discard it, take the coins, and then use that to trade. So then you want to be doing like the objectives and the SBCs and stuff. Now, the squad builder challenges, they're probably not going to grant you any coins. Again, it's probably going to be all untradeable. So it's up to you really whether you want to do that. But I do believe it does complete some of the objectives for you, which grants you coins and stuff. So it is worth doing. And they're very, very easy, especially these foundation ones anyway. So for example, here you've got, I'll probably click on it. Yeah, there you go. So this one is exchange a bronze player for a bronze reward pack. Untradeable, which is, again, very annoying because it makes you no coins. But it's simple, quick, you may as well do it. Now, a nice way to make coins is through doing the objectives, as I said. I've onto the FC24 web app now. Hopefully, I'm able to show you some of the examples. So naturally, you're going to complete some of the objectives anyway, just through doing some of the SBCs and stuff like that. But for example, Foundation 3, you get yourself a premium silver pack. So a lot of these are not going to be too relevant at the start on the web app anyway, because these are untradeable packs. But they will help you towards doing the foundation SBCs. So like for completing Foundations 1, which is the very first one, which is very easy to do, you get a customization pack, which no one really cares about, unfortunately. Apply Chem Style, you get a bronze pack. So, I mean, these are easy to do and they're good to do to help you complete the foundation SBCs. Buyer contract, seller contract, list of player. Yeah, so you're going to get all these bronze packs and you're also going to get Chem Style. For completing Foundations 2, which is the next one, you get a 2 rare gold player pack, which is nothing to scoff at the start of the game. That's not bad. A bronze pack for buying a kit. So a lot of these you don't really want to worry about at the start, especially not on the web. You don't want to waste your coins on buying that to get a bronze pack. But some of these you naturally will do anyway. So freshen up by changing your club's name. You can do that to get a bronze pack. Easy does it. Build 18 chemistry points within your squad. I believe you can make a concept squad and it will get you the reward, I think. Don't count on it, but yeah, I believe that's what you can do. And then the one I wanted to show you, which will help you build up your coins. So you've discarded all of your kits and everything that you had available to you, the badge and whatnot. You're probably looking at about 1,500 to 2,000 coins now if they give you no reward packs. If they give you reward packs, maybe you're looking at 3 to 4 to 5,000, depending on how many players and whatnot that you got. What you want to go and do is find players that are usable in like the foundation SBCs and stuff, maybe from good nations, English, French, whatever, that are maybe like silver cards that you can get for like 200 coins, but then you can instantly sell them again for 200 coins, 250, whatever. So that way, if you buy for 200, sell for 200, yes, you are taking a loss, but it's about 10 coins. But if you do that many times, for example, if you buy a player 25 times, you're looking at getting yourself 1,500 coins. Let's say worst comes to worst, you buy them for 200, you can only sell them for 200 coins. You're going to lose yourself 10 coins per card. Then you do that 25 times, you're losing 250 coins. However, you are then going to make yourself 1,500 coins off the bat. And there is also another objective, which is to list players. So if you list 25 players, you're also going to make another 1,500. So that's 3,000 coins for just buying and selling 25 cards. And if you really want to grind it, you can then go one step further. You can do that 50 times. So an additional 25 times on top of the other 25 times you've done it. That will grant you another 1,500 coins. And then if you sell all those cards, that's another 1,500. So you're looking at what? 6,000 coins there for buying and selling 50 cards. Now on the web app, every penny counts. So if you're able to get these quick coins, happy days. There is also another one, which is buy and sell 100 players, but doing that on the web app in the short time period that there is probably going to be quite tough. So yeah, I don't expect you to go ahead and smash through it all like that, but that is another option. And then there's also 250, but that we're getting into margins here, which are unattainable, I believe. You're getting yourself a nice little coin injection, I suppose, with a 1,500 coin boost from just doing that. There will also be other objectives as well, which is going to get you like 100 coins and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I don't have access to it on this one because I think it's probably gone or I've already done it. But there are going to be some objectives which are going to grant you 100 coins, which are very, very easy to do. So look out for them as well. And yeah, keep your eyes open. So the web app's only a small time period this year. Of course, it's only going to be like 2 days or 3 days. So, you know, there's not going to be much time to work with. So don't put yourself down if you're not made many coins or whatever. One thing I would recommend not doing is buying a starter team straight away. A lot of people will, which, you know, I get it. You get on the web app, you're like, oh my God, I want to build my team straight away. Fair enough, but I wouldn't do that. You're locking away your coins, and a lot of these players that you're buying straight away probably will drop so much supply, especially when people get onto the game. On the web app, you want to be making quick and sharp trades. You know, you want to be buying a player, instantly selling him straight away for a little bit more of a profit. You don't want to be listing the player for a small undercut or anything. There's got to be a clear range between your card and the lower card, so that way he can sell. Because if you don't, you could get mudded, and you don't want to be mudded on the web app. You don't want to be stuck with a card, and that way your coins are just there locked into this one card, and then you can't do anything, because then your web app period is basically done. So I think if you're looking to make investments, don't get me wrong, I'm probably not the best trader in the world. There are going to be probably more trusted sources which I would recommend to go and watch if you're looking for investment stuff like that. For example, runthefutmarket, and there are a lot of other ones that will be better than me. I wouldn't class myself as an insane trader. I'm just someone that plays the game every single year. I do know a fair share about this game, but you know, there are of course going to be better people that specifically know more about trading. But I personally will be looking for players that are going to be very high in demand once the game comes out. So, you know, a lot of Prem is probably the most popular league. Well, it is the most popular league. Everyone looks to make themselves a Prem team. So you want to be getting players that you think will be used at the start of the game. I think a good example of that last year was Konate. He was very, very good at the start on the web app. He was fairly cheap. You know, of course, French, Premier League, Liverpool, like all very attractive things right there. Players like Konate, players like Joe Gomez, you know, and more hyped up players, for example, like Kobe Mainu might be a decent one at the start of next year because he's got a lot of hype around him being GGMU, Garnacho, like all of these players which, you know, you think people will want to use in the game. They're going to be ones that you want to be looking at making quick, sharp trades with, and even short-term investment. So for me, I think the best thing to do is to try and get them on bid. So, you know, you just want to go, for example, obviously this is not as relevant because of course this is going to be in the FC24, but you want to just search up gold, French, Premier League, whatever nation you want to do. For example, you can put like max 1,000 coins, for example, and then look what comes up. If you're interested in buying people with boot cats, Zoom is a good option, but you just want to monitor the market. You know, you want to scour what's available. Let's take Fofana, for example, right? Obviously he's going to be discard price, but when the game comes out, you know, in a week, when you're on the web app, he might be what, 1,000, 2,000 coins, whatever it may be. So you just want to monitor the bids. If it's at minimum price, monitor it, add it to the watch list, see what his price is. You know, let's say this is like 2,000 coins, whatever. You want to bid on it, see if you can win it fairly cheap. And then if you do win it, let's say under 1,000 coins, list it for like 1,500. It's a decent undercut, you know, and that way someone might look at it and think, oh, I can make a little bit of profit on that, so they buy it. You want to get out nice and quick and keep on moving. You don't want to get stuck with the card. You want to be nice and quick with it, in and out trades, and that way you're able to maximize your amount of time on the web app. So I could keep going and going and going about different trading methods and whatnot, but for now, what we're going to do is we're going to move on to when early access comes out on the 20th. So it's the 20th of September. You've just loaded into FC 25. Let's get cooking. So this is my FC 24 video. So I can't remember if I did the web app or not on FC 24. I must have done the web app on just a different account or something, but gonna get my starter pack here. So I went with Brazil, as I said. Usually do go Brazil. Also old me, different background again. Yeah, changed backgrounds quite a lot. So for like the pre-order bonus, for example, they did give you some loan players, Erling Haaland, and then they had the Ultimate Team Ambassador loan. I think it was Vinny, Van Dijk, and Son. I went with Vinicius Jr. Now you want to be using these cards. I'm not gonna lie. Straight away, get them in your team, get using. Oh, another one I forgot to mention about the web app. Open your preview pack. Get that preview pack open. You never know what you're gonna get. We get Dia, which is pretty diabolical. Now I do believe this is when a lot of you will get your Ultimate Edition FC points. Now I personally wouldn't spend them on packs, but they do actually release promo packs day one. How criminal is that? How can they release promo packs day one? But they did release 25k packs literally straight away. That is something that you could do if you really want to open packs. Personally, I like to spend my FIFA points on draft, but there is also going to be a new season pass, which is going to have a paid version. So look out to see what that's going to be like. If that's any good, you can spend some FC points on that as well, just if it's worth it. I think I did actually open a pack in this one because I did it for the content, you know. Yeah, I usually get I don't get the Ultimate Edition, I get the EA Play. If any of you play on PC, you'll know EA Play Pro, you get, I think, 1,600 FIFA points over a period of 3 months. So you get each installment rather than the full amount overall. As you can see, I had 3,200 there. I think I did a mix of draft and open up these Premium Gold Players packs. Don't think I got anything, so let me quickly move on. I got Joao Felix, which is a good starter card to get, to be fair. It was a few thousand coins, so yeah. You basically just want to sell that straight away. But this is what I wanted to talk about. Let me mute myself real quick. This is the important thing. At the start of the game, this is what I always do. If you're a grinder, if you want to get straight into it, what you want to be doing, going into squad battles, setting it to semi-pro, and absolutely smashing the AI. So for every increment of assists and for goals, you get rewarded. Some of them are crappy tifos and stadium stuff you don't care about. But I think there's probably at least four or so rewards for each one that are good. So if you get 500 goals, I believe you get like a jumbo rare players pack, and I think if you get the max assist, you also get a jumbo rare players pack, or like 300 assists, whatever it is, jumbo rare players pack. You also get like mega packs and 50k packs and stuff for getting the goals and assists. So definitely something that you should be looking to do. You don't even need to go and buy a really good team to go and do this. Of course, it's semi-pro. So you ideally want at least a few gold players in your team to get the goals. But overall, it will be easy enough. You want to try and get as many goals in as possible every single game. And I think this will probably take a couple of hours, I'm not going to lie, of just playing squad battles. So for me, I have something on the side. I'll have a movie or I'll have Netflix, whatever it is that you get enjoyment out of. It could be the other thing. So just stick that on the side, get into some squad battles, and then just sit back, relax, and score a load of goals. And it'll probably be done in a couple of hours. It does take a fair amount of time. So if you get bored easily or whatever, don't do it. But for me, if you want to get the best start, you want to be getting these packs nice and early. So do I show what the reward? I do show what the rewards are. Okay, so I go through it. So yeah, jumbo rare players pack for 400 assists. There was one for 300. Let's go back. Come on, kid. Come on, there you go. Yeah, you get a rare mega pack. So a 55k pack for 300 assists. For 400, you get a jumbo rare players pack. And the other ones, I think, were like a premium gold and a normal gold pack, which is pretty crap. And then onto the finishing one. So you've got the score 10 chip shot goals. You get a 2 rare gold players pack, 50 power shots, a mega pack, which is not bad at all. Rare mega pack for 75 finesses. Easy stuff. 50 volleys. That one's fairly difficult. But you don't need to do all these special different variants. You can just keep scoring goals. So 100 goals, 55k pack. Lovely. Very, very nice. Definitely get that easy done. Score 250 goals, jumbo rare players pack. So yeah, it's not even 500. It's 250, which is, you know, not bad. That's probably, if you can get 25 goals a game, which you probably should be able to, you know, you're looking at what, 10 games. So for me, that is definitely something that I will look to do right at the start of the game, and I do that every single year. So that is definitely what I would recommend, to get the big boy pack straight away. And maybe you pack something, maybe you don't, but if you don't, you can use them in SPCs, or at least they'll help you in a a semi-starter team. They also have the first owner one, so that also grants you packs. So win 50, that will obviously take a fair amount of time, but if you have a first owner squad doing the goal challenge, that will get you at least what 10 or so games towards that objective. Play with evolution players in your team, so look out for the evolutions at the start of the game. That is definitely something you should be doing. There was a really good one at the start of last year. I think it cost 50,000 coins. A lot of people did Jota from the Saudi League. I did Ansu Fati, which again a lot of people did, and he was amazing, so that was definitely worth doing. I think they'll bring a good one out at the start. I think they've already leaked, there's already one leaked. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen. It was on Twitter, I believe. It's like an 82 max striker or something like that. So just to quickly show you what I was talking about on the web app. For example, here, list one player on the transfer market. You got 150 coins. I knew there was some objectives which gave you coins. So yeah, apply a chemistry style, 100 coins. So make sure you're doing all of them to get the little coin increments. It's small, but it helps on the web app. But as I was saying about the Evos, there was this one here, the Founders Evolution. It boosted the player's weak foot. Timo Werner was a heavily used one, as it shows on the screen. And I think Darwin Núñez, aka Darwizzy, was also very well used. But this was a decent Evo, especially for the start of the game. And this is the one I was talking about, the Relentless Winger. It was 50,000 coins, which, to be fair, of course, is a fair chunk, especially at the start of the game. A lot of people did this with FIFA points. I think I did it with FIFA points, actually. Yeah, I think I used 1,000 FC points on this to do Ansu Fati, but it was definitely worth it. And of course, nowadays you can chain the Evos and they get higher and higher. So yeah, they'll definitely bring out something that's good at the start of the year. Just to quickly show you, that was the Ansu Fati card that we ended up doing on the screen there. Yeah, he was really good. During the time on the early access, there was, of course, a promo. There was a Nike Mad Ready. All this was basically like a cosmetic one. It just changed the card design, but the players were quite rare, and it also brought out a load of objectives as well, which is something, playing a lot of matches, winning matches, and it gave you all of this stuff. So that's something that they're probably going to look to do during, of course, the early access. I believe the promo has already been leaked. It's a rush one. That's the new game mode. So they're definitely going to be pushing that new game mode. Make sure you're looking out for the objectives, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of rush-based objectives that's going to be helping you out doing the XP and stuff. And I would say another thing that you guys should be looking at, which is actually, I mean, it's a terrible game mode, I'm not going to lie, that they've just basically abandoned it, it's dead. But at the start of the year, it will help you out. Moments. Now, the starter moments are very easy to do. Like the first one's beginner, amateur, and all these. I believe if you smash through all of these, which is why I've done it, if you smash through all of them, you got a jumbo rare players pack at the end of this. And even if you didn't, you collected all of the stars, and then you could take the stars into the star gallery and open up the rewards in there. So you were looking at stuff like draft tokens, rare players packs, and whatnot, all of this good stuff here, and it costed a little bit of stars. But like I say, the moments is definitely worth doing at the start of the year. Maybe they'll bring some more excitement back into this mode, I don't know, it's pretty damn dead. But at the start of the year, smash up the foundation, like the milestones ones, get the easy ones done and dusted, get your stars, and then use them on some draft tokens or whatever it may be, packs, whatever you want to do. I would go draft token though. And then the final thing would be just play the game. You want to get used to the game, play it as much as you can. That way you're earning coins through the grind. That way you're getting used to the game. So you have the advantage on players who haven't bought the game for the early access. You've got a whole week to grind the game, get your coins, and yeah, you build your starter team, of course. So try to get as high division as you can, you feel comfortable in, and that way you're going to get the best rewards possible for the Thursday, which of course will be Rivals rewards. And with the game coming on the Friday, there will be squad battles rewards on the Sunday. So if you do want to grind out the player goals or whatever, if you score your 250 goals in squad battles, you'll earn points towards the squad battles rewards, which you'll then get on the Sunday. So if you want to grind that out, then that is something you should definitely be looking at getting. So I've been rambling on for far too long now. I've been recording for probably about an hour, just absolutely waffling. So apologies if this video is very long, but I wanted to make sure that I get my points across. I give you everything that I know, that what I will be doing, and that way it gives you the chance to get the best start to the game. So if you've enjoyed this video, if it's helped you in any way, please do consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. I mean, it's FC 25 time, baby. FC 24 is finally over. We can put that behind us. It is now in the past, and we can look forward to what hopefully will be an improvement. But knowing EA, it probably won't be. But nonetheless, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll catch you all another one very soon.